And then such feelings they start keeping within themselves, and they tend to develop some sort of a negativity also within them. Their personality is not able to totally blossom. We as parents and children who are, parents and teachers who are seated over here, I think that, we are like the potter. On the wheel of time, we have this mud, the child. The potter, he is using both his hands to bring out a very beautiful creation. And if one hand is the parents, the other hand is the educational institutions, or specifically the teachers. And so both of us have to work on these children, on this time, wheel of time, and we are definitely going to give something beautiful to this world. And I really think that this sort of a connectivity between a child and a teacher is very much necessary. The hard work which the teachers are doing, the directors are doing over here is also worth understanding, and it is something which is to be applauded, which is to be appreciated. I really congratulate all of you for all the attention which you are giving. And we are also aware that we can't be impatient. We have to have patience. A seed which is planted is not going to give instant results. We have to always have the patience, keep working. And as Gita says, that it's not that we have to go into the result. The result is always going to be there if the efforts are correct. If the path is correct, the destination will always be reached. So we have to work continuously on the children, and sometimes, or I think it is always, working on the children or working on the students is actually working on yourself. If you are working on yourself, then you really know how to work on the children also. And in the end, I'm remembered of this saying or this doha by Kabir Das. He had said, talking about the greatness of a teacher, that Guru Gobind dou khade kake lagu pao. That is, Guru is the teacher, Govind is God. Both of them were there. And the devotee asks, whom should I first bow to? The Guru or the God? Who is to be bowed to first? God says, Guru Gobind dou khade kake lagu pao, balihari Guru apno Govind diyo bataye. God says that first salutations, first bowing, first namaste to the Guru, and automatically if you have that sort of a shraddha towards the Guru, then automatically he will lead towards the God. That is the importance the Guru has in our society. But it is a time for reflection. It's a time for introspection, that we, the Gurus, the mother also is the first Guru. The mother is the first Guru of the child. The mothers, the fathers, the parents, and all the teachers who are seated over here, all of us are Gurus to the children, but the great status that even God has said to the Guru, am I really upkeeping that status, is what it is for me to think, it is for me to introspect upon. And I am sure as we are working upon ourselves, automatically it will be a very beautiful way of working upon the children. So I congratulate the Rockwell International School again for this beautiful presentation which we have seen till now. Could be there are more events later, and surely 15 years down the line we'll be having stars from this school who will be leading lights for the world. Thank you.
Sharing your thoughts with us. It was really enriching. We remember it throughout our lives. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Yours. Tajia How. Huang Nimit. Where's your sneak place? How? I mean, I don't understand this. The earth has the same size and weight, and I believe Hyderabad is as big as it was 50 years ago. Oh, Sarish, I'm not talking about the size and the weight of our planet. All I want to say is that the technology has made it smaller. As right now, I'm taking you to the land of China to watch this wonderful dance performance native to that place. Oh wow, that'll be lovely. What are they doing it? Dragon dance. Dragon dance is the most popular form of cultural dance. The dance is also known as the Playing Dragon Lantern or the Dance of the Dragon Lantern. I have heard the dragons in China are generally made out of grasses, bamboo, and clothes. And the dance in Chinese culture symbolizes as fortune, bravery, nobility, and power. The Chinese dragon dance displays the best part of the traditions and culture of China. It is celebrated on the Chinese New Year and the Lantern Festival. Let's visit the land of China for a while. Why not? So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to watch this wonderful performance in the form of dance. seriously fantabulous. The dragons were really colorful and the acrobatics were stunning. The stunts done by the students were mind-blowing. We have some more information about China.
The dragon dance is associated with the strong beliefs of the Chinese as descendants of the dragon. The dragon in China is regarded as a symbol of goodness, fertility, and supernatural powers.
Well, the dragon dance is symbolized as bringing good luck and success ahead of the year for all human beings. It is also considered to be a giver of rainfall, as dragons are considered the governors of rainfall. It is also a way of expressing gratitude to this mythological creature.
Who's the one? The singer.
Hi everyone, my name is Saad.
Good morning.
And I'm going to introduce my
everybody.
He is Sri Abhirat. Oh, hi. He is Yashwant. He is Shrika. She is Anjali. She is Afreen. He is Krishna. And he is Virat. And he is Abhishek. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Neil. He is Daivik. She is Pilvika. She is Ashna. She is Virat. He is Abhishek. He is Rohan. He is Prabhav. He is Hardik. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Akshara. He is Hadi. She is Diya. He is Siddharth. He is Asrit. Thank you.